Tomorrow marks 100 days in office for President Donald Trump, and a new CBS poll shows he is steadily losing support on the key issue of the economy. 51% of those polled approved of his handling of the economy in March. Now 42% do, and nearly 50% of Americans feel his policies are making them worse off, even though inflation and mortgage rates have both fallen since President Trump took office. So how are the people of Connecticut feeling about all of this? To find out, we hit the road with CT Insider's Dan Hart. We start in Southington. Christopher Emanuel will tell you he did not vote for the president in November.
I absolutely did not vote for Trump. But
what he will say,
and it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, it could be better, absolutely. There's a lot of things that can be better as far as the economy. He does have some good ideas.
And as for imposing tariffs on other countries?
Tariffs? What do you think?
Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. He's making, in that department, he's making things a lot worse for us.
Longtime Southington resident Justin French has his own opinion about the tariffs.
I don't agree with the tariffs. I don't think they'll be beneficial, but 100 days is short. You got to let things play out, I guess, a little bit and see how it goes.
What is it that you're afraid of about the tariffs?
The economy. I don't think it'll bring jobs back. So I think part of the reason why they're doing that is to try to bring American manufacturing jobs back. But I don't think that's going to happen.
A little farther up Main Street, our team bumped into Tom Fuscello, who says Trump's first 100 days chaotic.
In what way?
Everything. Just chaos.
Do you think it affects our daily lives, or do you see it as chaos?
I think it affects our daily lives. It appears to, yeah. Grocery prices, just relationships with other countries, just everything.
But Michael Crowley sees things differently.
He's finding, like Elon Musk, he's finding all the stuff with the Social Security stuff.
The waste and the...
Yes, the waste, the fraud. It's so much fraud that it's going to take time for to draw out all that fraud, and then it's going to take a while before you can start seeing a comeback. Like the gas is starting to come down.
He also says he's happy with what Elon Musk has done with Doge.
They're getting rid of people that barely work, are not doing anything effective to the government, and they're cutting waste. They're cutting a lot of waste. So that's what I see.
Robert Michaud is also pleased with the president's work to date.
I think he's making things happen in this country.
What do you think needed to happen that he's doing?
Well, bring the work back in America.
Do you feel that that's having an effect already?
Absolutely.
Serena Steskla, who's worked in Southington for the past 2 years, says the effect Trump is having is anything but positive, telling us,
I don't think it's been a great 100 days. I think it's been a real un-American 100 days, to put it simply.
Well, that's quite a comment. What is it about what he's done that has you saying it's been an un-American 100 days?
Well, he's undoing a lot of things that I think were, put in place for a reason. I don't think he's very truthful about the things he says.
Our final stop in Southington, the Plantsville section. That's where we met Phil Thibodeau.
This time around, it's just him and a bunch of podcasters, and it's running the government. And it's you can see it's amateur hour. It's amateur hour in terms of the implementation, and it's, serious fundamentalism and borderline fascist hour at the level of policy and ideas. And it's, people all over the world can see very clearly what's happening, and, it's just tragic.
Jill Kelly, who is married to Thibodeau, says the changes the president has made in his first 100 days are having an impact on their family.
How has it affected your family?
Okay, we have a daughter who is receiving a federal research grant, and so her funding has been uncertain at best. We have a son that is a finalist for a Fulbright and probably can't take it, and then we have a daughter in Canada who doesn't want to come home.
And Dan joins me now to talk about his day in Southington. The couple at the end, they seemed very concerned.
Yes, that's a couple of college professors. They're very attuned to both types of concerns that they have. One is the immediate concerns of their family. They have kids, as they were saying, that one is a candidate for a Fulbright scholarship, one has a research grant that's jeopardized, one is in Canada. These are immediate life concerns. They're also concerned about the higher order of things that are, things like human rights. And those are really the two sort of super themes that we saw in people who oppose the president.
Is there anything that really stood out to you after talking with folks in Southington?
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot more support for the president than a lot of us believe there is, even in blue Connecticut, arguably the bluest state. And everywhere we went, there is a lot of support for the president. And just as the opponents of the president have a sort of a two-level thing, their lives versus the big picture, the supporters are either blindly loyal or, more commonly in Connecticut, skeptical but supporting.
I was kind of surprised I didn't hear anything about immigration.
Well, we did ask in later days. Tune in; it'll be here.
All right. Well, that was going to be my next question. That was just the first. What can we expect next?
Well, in Hartford, there is another big surprise, just like we saw in October, a big surprise in Hartford. And if we remember what happened there last time, it's something similar this time. Tune in tomorrow.
And you'll have a column tomorrow as well?
Tomorrow, yes, and the next day about this, and our coverage continues. So yes, the next 2 days I'll have columns about this trip.
All right, we will be reading. Dan Hart, thank you so much. And all week long, we will be hearing from you, the voters, about your thoughts. Next up, once again, Hartford. Tune in tomorrow at 5:30 for that.
All right.